This is gonna be good.
It's gonna be horrible.
This is a video.
What? Are you on?
I'm just recording video.
Hey, listen, I'm up here in Providence. And, working with Tommy. And
We're going to be talking about Vincent Pastore, a great Italian-American actor. I've gotten a chance to direct him. He's a legend in terms of the gangster movies. Everybody has seen this guy. You probably better know him as Big Pussy in The Sopranos. I think that's where he probably kind of exploded in pop culture fame. The cool thing about Vinny is he didn't really get into acting until his 30s, almost early 40s. Lived a whole nother lifetime before really finding that fame, and I think that's really inspiring to a lot of actors out there who may feel nervous, like, ooh, I'm way behind here. What do I do? Well, maybe Vincent's story can inspire you. If you don't know about The Sopranos, I highly recommend you go out and watch it. It's one of the greatest American TV shows of all time. It's just a pop culture phenomenon when you talk about merchandising. It's a big deal, and Vincent Pastore was right in the middle of that. But before that, he had a very interesting story and path that led him to that kind of a spot. He was in the Navy for a little while and then got into the bar scene. Vincent ran a bar. It was one of those classic kind of 1970s bars where you'd have bands playing in there, and he wasn't really thinking about being an actor. He met a lot of these types of wise guy characters because, obviously if you're in the bar scene in New York in the 1970s, you're going to meet a couple of wise guys. I think that it's kind of unique that he got to see how these guys acted in real life, and I'm sure that helped him down the road when he started portraying all of these kind of very famous gangster roles. I was making my movie Vault. Casting was a big deal to me, and I had this big depth chart. I was literally writing on my insulation in Sharpie all the different options. And there was this character that verbally goes toe-to-toe with Chaz Palminteri, and I immediately just was like, oh man, this has got to be Vincent Pastore. And we got in touch with him, and it all worked out. And I just remember right off the bat, Vincent being very welcoming, offering me some of his cheese and crackers, or Italian meats, whatever he had out. He was snacking on something. We're both Italian Americans from the Northeast. Italians, you put them in a room together, you get a little excited around each other. We just kind of hit it off. But we got some really great scenes. I mean, watching Vincent work with a guy like Chaz Palminteri, and Chuck Zito was kind of riding shotgun in that scene, and it was just terrific. Getting a chance to direct Vincent, and knowing that I had a little bit of homage that I could pay to all the gangster movies that I grew up loving, knowing that there's a little piece of that by having Vincent in the scene was special to me.
You kind of feel good when you see these certain type of character actors because, and for your film Vault especially, hey, we got Chuck and we got Vincent Pastore and here's Chaz Palminteri with the big role. It gives a certain familiarity in a good way, because in this universe of kind of mob movies or gangster movies, the cross-pollination, it actually helps the credibility, because people, when they see a Vincent Pastore on the screen, they're thinking in some subconscious level, this is how the guys in the underworld are.
He's still doing his thing. He's still working on movies to this day. I just saw him on his Facebook. He was working on a film just last week. So we wish him a very happy 77th birthday. Just an amazing milestone. So Vincent, keep kicking ass, and I hope that we get a chance to work together again real soon.